So in today's session, we are going to learn where we can write the macros. Okay. In the previous session, I have explained how to enable this developer tab. So just go to File, Options, in the Customize ribbon. You can see in your Excel this is in unchecked. So you can just check it. Click OK. You can enable it. Okay. In this developer tab, you can see is Visual Basic Editor. What is this called? Visual Basic Editor. Visual Basic, right? When you click this, a window will open, right? A window has opened, right? If you open first time in your system, you can see a window like this, a blank window like this. Okay? If you want to, you can try right away in your machines now, right now. Okay, if you open this developer tab, you can see right like this. So what you need to do, go to the view tab and enable this project explorer. What is this project explorer? Okay, so how many workbooks we have opened? Each workbook will be treated as a project. Okay, now this is batch 53 and you can see batch 53 over there. This is your batch 53 and I will explain the remaining workbooks are you cannot see here, right? You are unable to see all other workbooks, but you can see them in the VBA because these are all add-ins. Okay, I will explain this later. What are all these add-ins? Okay, so this is batch 53 and whatever the sheets you can see here, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, introduction, VBA object. If you go to this VBA batch 53, how many sheets you are available? I mean, how many sheets you are able to see? All you can see in the backend, right? And we can see one more extra module called this workbook. See, for example, let me hide it. So will you be able to see the sheet 2, sheet 3 in the backend, or in that place also those sheets are will be hidden mode? Nothing like that. Even if you are hiding in the front end, but back end you can see those three sheets. Okay. So this is Visual Basic Editor where we can write the macros. Okay. How to open this? Go to Developer tab, click Visual Basic. And if you are not able to see this, go to View Project Explorer. Okay. Where we can write the macros? To write a macros, you need to create a module. Okay. How to create it? If you right click on anywhere, either right click here or here or here, your wish, and create a module. Okay, this is your code window. So when you are learning any technology, you must learn that UI, graphical user interface, first. So okay, this is project explorer where you can write the codes, right? So just right click and create a module. You can see the windows modules, right? So this is the place where you can write your macros. Okay. Okay, what are the topics? How to write a macro first? Okay, how to start writing your macro? So to write or to start a macro, you must start with sub. Okay, what is that? Sub. Your macro always start with sub and end with end sub. Clear? And after sub, what should we write? So macro name. That macro name will be combination of, I mean, your macro name should start with alphabet only. Okay. That name can be anything. మీరు ఏదన్నా ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు నేమ్, డజంట్ మ్యాటర్. But start with alphabetic. And that would be combination of alphabets and numerical things, numerical values. Okay, let's see. I just want to create a macro now. Sub. Okay, what is my macro name? I am just giving first macro underscore macro. If you can enter automatically, end sub came, right? I didn't write anything. Okay, now write anything. For example, you want to, and you are aware of selecting range a1 to a1 to c6, right? Right, how to write a range of a1 to something b5 dot select. This is code we have written, right? You have written something here and you want to execute this macro. Okay, you want to execute this macro. How to execute this macro? There are two steps. One is step by step or one time execution. Step by step execution or one time execution. Step by step shortcut is F8. One time execution shortcut is F5. We'll see. Go to bed. This is your macro, right? How to execute this macro? That is my question. How to execute the macro? There are two types: step by step or at a time, right? Let's check. Press F8. F8. So if you can see, the first line is highlighted with yellow. That means this line is ready to execute. Okay, this line is ready to execute. If the yellow line is successfully came down to next line, means there is no error in the first line, successfully executed. And see, when I execute this, if any error, it throws an error. If no error, it shows in the background, you can see F8. So it is successfully executed. Whatever you command you have written, it was executed perfectly. And so, did you get any questions? How to execute a macro? Either step by step process or see, I am selecting outside of that range. One time execution, press F5. Press F5 or this button, play button. Click on it. See, you can't see step by step. All the codes are executed one by one, one by one. Okay. Any questions so far? How to execute a macro? You can see the result, right? Any questions so far? So this is how we can write our first macro. Okay. So in the second macro, I can copy it, I can paste it. Let's execute hi, the message box. Clear? So how many macros or procedures? Okay, let me tell you the macro types. There are two types. Procedures, how many types of procedures. There are two types. One is sub procedure. Another one is, see, ambiguous name detected. Both are having same name. Okay. One is sub procedure. Second one is function. There are two types. One is sub procedure. Another one is function. So if you see this sub means sub procedure. What is this? Sub means sub procedure. If you want to write a function, you should start with the function. Something, give name anything, and with end function. I will tell you when we can write these functions. Okay. First macro, second macro. So what is sub procedure? Can anyone? What is a sub procedure, Andy? What is a sub procedure? ఏంటి sub procedure doesn't mean a macro.
Where we can write our own name.
Sub procedure అని అడిగాను నేను. What is a sub procedure? Sub procedure is a collection of commands where it perform a task. ఓకే. సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్ అంటే మ్యాక్రో కదండి. సో మ్యాక్రో అనేది టూ టైప్స్లో రాయొచ్చు. ఒకటి ప్రొసీజర్లో రాయొచ్చు, రెండు ఫంక్షన్లో రాయొచ్చు. సో సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్ ఈజ్ ఏ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ కమాండ్స్ పెర్ఫార్మ్ ఏ టాస్క్. ఓకే. సో ఇలాంటి మ్యాక్రోస్ నేను సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్స్ ఎన్ని రాశాను? చాలా రాశాను కదా, 3 రాశాను. అలాంటి ఎన్ని రాయొచ్చండి ఇక్కడ? ఎన్ని సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్స్ రాయొచ్చు ఇక్కడ?
Many.
రాసుకోవచ్చు. యూ కెన్, హౌ మెనీ యూ వాంట్ యూ కెన్ రైట్ సో మెనీ సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్. సో కెన్ యూ టెల్ మీ వాట్ ఈజ్ ఎ మాడ్యూల్? వాట్ ఈజ్ ఎ మాడ్యూల్? What is a module?
Macro 1, macro 2.
Collection of sub procedures. ఓకే, అంతే కదండి, ఉన్నాయి కదా చాలా. సో మాడ్యూల్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్స్. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఎ సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్? సబ్ ప్రొసీజర్ ఈజ్ ఎ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ కమాండ్స్ వేర్ ఇట్ కెన్ పర్ఫార్మ్ ఏ టాస్క్. ఓకే. Okay, this is all about how to create a macro, okay, how to execute a macro, and how to start writing a macro, how to end your macro. Okay.